Hello, mates and lasses. This is 155mm bringing you another video. Hey guys, just had a little free time here. Thought I'd go into another series or another part two of the 155 AR15 versus AK47 series of videos here. Now, if you guys remember my last video, I put out in that video minute of angle accuracy information on the standard AR15 and on the AK47s. Well, one of my subs actually corrected me on that, because he said most AK47s rifles that he's fired in his lifetime, I actually said in that video that I thought they were about 3 minutes of angle. One of my subs said most of them, the rifles that he's fired, couldn't even put 4 minutes of angle. They were around about 4 minutes of angle at rifles at 100 yards. So I'll take his word for it, and we'll base my argument on his facts and the experiences with the rifle. Now, my experiences with the standard AR-15s. Okay, and by the way, this isn't one of them. This is a 0.5 minute of angle heavy barrel. But the standard AR-15s, 16-inch M4s, etc., regular production AR-15s, a lot of the companies won't like to how do you say it? Advertise them as 1 minute of angle rifles at 100 yards. Well, I don't believe they're 1 minute of angle. I believe they're probably around 2 minutes of angle. They keep 2 minute of angle groups at around about 100. That's my experiences. As for the AK-47s, now we're talking about 4 minute of angle at 100. I put those facts out yesterday because I wanted those facts to lead into this video. Now we're going to talk about AR-15s versus AK-47 on defeating body armor. Which rifle has the advantage and why? Okay, that easily sums it up. Okay, you have an AR-15 that is capable of 2 minutes of angle accuracy at 100 yards versus an AK-47 which is capable of 4 minutes of angle accuracy at 100 yards. Okay, you cut, so we'll say taking an engagement. Okay, and and not in a real world scenario, but say like some of the guys on here that train with AK-47s, and they like to train for like real world scenarios of and say an enemy or adversary decides to attack them, and they have body armor. Okay, you take say let's just go with something inside 100 yards. Let's go with 50 yards, right? With the AK-47. The AR-15 versus the AK-47, the AR-15 has a 50% chance better of defeating body armor than the AK-47. And, why I say that? Well, how do you defeat body armor? You aim for other parts besides the torso, right? You don't aim for the torso, because the torso is covered with body armor. So this is where minute of angle accuracy also comes into play, because rifles that have a tighter minute of angle accuracy at 100 yards can easily be shot faster. You can engage faster with these rifles. You don't have to be as careful with bullet placement. You can be more sloppy when you're firing these rifles. So at 50 yards in a real world scenario, right? You have a threat engaging you with body armor, and you got an AK-47, and you're using iron sights, which also is a big handicap for you right there. A 4 minute of angle rifle, AK-47 at 100, you cut that down. Okay, it's going to be pulling about a little bit over 2-inch groups at 100 yards. Okay. Now, training for a scenario of trying to defeat body armor for the guys who like to train with AK-47s, By the way, not to step on you guys' toes, but you are basically training wrong. If you're shooting a torso with at 100 to 200 yards, and you're shooting at a torso with a head on it, and you're hitting in the torso area, basically you're training wrong, man. If you're training for an enemy who's equipped with body armor, which is the 21st century, so I'd recommend that you might want to train like that. Train as if the enemy is equipped with body armor. But for an AK-47, the best way to possibly train to defeat body armor would be to, and by the way, I shot these at 200 yards. These are silver dollar traces, but you wouldn't need, of course, you wouldn't need to, be that far out. You want to probably bring these in to about 50 yards. And these would do, something like this would make a good training, or something maybe even half, twice the size of this, right? I think these are about 1.9 inch. They're silver dollar traces. I don't remember the exact size of them. Maybe 2 times the size of this would make good training to defeat body armor, as in going for the arms on the target, right? Or, you could also go for the head. Or some, if you got a silhouette where, show the legs or whatever, you can go for that as well to defeat body armor. It's a good way to train. For the guys here on YouTube who, they consider themselves training channels and, like to initiate training, AK-47, training and all this, Some of these guys consider themselves training channels, and, they like to do a lot of AK training and firearms training. I don't consider myself one of those channels, guys. Like I said like I said before in the past, man, my channel's for guys who, don't take themselves, real serious. And I don't take myself. But I thought I would point that out. Defeating body armor, the AR-15 versus the AK-47. The AR-15 has a 50% better chance of defeating body armor than the AK-47 because of its tighter capability of minute of angle, bullet placement at 100 yards. That's always a plus. And like I said, man, people that want to train and you want to train, if you consider yourself a training channel here on YouTube, and you really want to train in a real world environment and up to date 21st century type training, man, nowadays it behooves you to train to defeat body armor. Okay, if you want to try that with iron sights, well, that's up to you. It's I think it'd be a bit harder. I think I'd probably get myself an ACOG, like pretty much one of my subs that told me the Marine Corps is starting to go with ACOGs exclusively on their M4s. Well, if that's true, that just shows you pretty much what's going on. It's no longer about engaging. Now it's more, even the Marines, they're looking for pinpoint accuracy and the ability to engage and defeat body armor. I don't know if Haji's got body armor, but all I pretty much know is a lot of the stuff that what the current military is going with is what my subs tell me, and nothing special, guys. I'm just no beat up, broken down red leg, man. That's a veteran of a foreign war. I'm nothing special. Some of these guys get mad at these little videos or whatever. I don't know. My shooter, don't listen to what they say, man. I'm nothing special. There's no beat up, broken down red leg. And a veteran of a foreign war. But anyway, I thought I'd put that out, guys, and it's a common thing, man. I don't see a lot of that here on YouTube. I thought I would mention body armor because I found it kind of funny that nobody ever Nobody ever mentions that, man. Nowadays, training with shooting full-size silhouettes, it just, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just like it's basically wasting your time because, never know when the enemy might be equipped with body armor. I guarantee if something ever hit the fan, should ever hit the fan, and I'm not one of those guys that believes that kind of stuff, that's always looking for that, but I guarantee I'd have me some body armor. But all right, guys, remember, respectable citizens carry firearms, criminals carry weapons, and peace out.